we have a book haul. My chandelier in my office just went in a couple of days ago, so you kind of can see a sneak peek, but I will be sure to conclude my 3-part series of my office, but that is not the point of today's video. The point of today's video is to walk you through my latest book haul. This is going to be rapid fire-ish, not very descriptive. Just gonna explain why I picked up the books that I picked up. So, to start, the first is a book by John Williams. This is his debut novel. This is called Nothing But the Night. I loved Stoner so much. It made it into, I think, my top 5 of last year, definitely in my top 10. And that is all thanks to Books Are Sick. Hey, Nick, if you ever see this, thanks so much for that recommendation. And I was really intrigued. The cover of this leaves something to be desired, but I really appreciate John Williams' writing style. It's literary, it's smart, but it's not too over the head where you're lost. And I felt like this could be a really interesting novel for me to pick up, especially being his debut. The next two I'll talk through together. This is Tender is the Flesh and 19 Claws and a Blackbird by Augustina, I'm gonna try Bazterrica. I'm so sorry about my poor pronunciation, but I just finished The Unworthy by her and absolutely loved it. Blown away. It's in my top 3 reads for this year. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but I absolutely loved it. So I immediately ran out to get her other 2 novels. This is a collection of short stories. This is probably her most acclaimed literary endeavor. Everybody loves and raves about this book, so I needed to pick these up because I fell in love with her writing style. Next on the list, Project Hail Mary. I have listened to most of this book, but I wanted to get a copy, as my friend Taylor puts it, before they put Ryan Gosling's face on the cover. So picked this up when I was at my local bookstore over the weekend. Very excited to finish. I kind of want to pick it up and read the rest of the book, but really excited to have this. I know people love and rave. I've loved what I've listened to so far, and I'm actually really excited for the movie. So yeah, wanted to add this to my collection. The Hounding. This book has been a very anticipated release for me, but now that I'm looking at it, I am forgetting what it's about. I think this is someone mentioned this is like, if you liked Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides, you probably like this. And I actually already own this on my Kindle, but I was at a bookstore in Crested Butte when I was there camping a couple weekends ago, and I fell in love with the jacket cover. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's a tiny book, so I actually might consider reading the physical, but I am so excited to have this and dive in for spooky season. So My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh was one of my favorite books. I believe I read it in 2020. Definitely was in like my top 5 reads of that year, and have slowly been making my way through her collection of books. And I saw this in the used book section, and I'm looking at my Ottessa section. Do I already own this? I don't. Yay. Okay. And it was $8, and I was like, you know what? I need this. I love short stories. A fun fact is I used to study creative writing in school, and my short story class was arguably my most favorite class ever. So I'm very fond of the short story, and so I'm really excited to have this in my collection, and bonus that it was used. Now last, but not least, I am a sucker for a notebook, a journal. And I was at my local bookstore, a couple weeks ago, and I saw this beautiful Moleskine, and I didn't pick it up because I was like, Linz, you have so many notebooks that you need to continue to fill. And I do use my notebooks. I do like to journal. But then when I went back, they still had it in stock, and I just am so gravitating towards this color. It's stunning. It's the most beautiful, I hope it's picking up well on my phone, but it's the most beautiful chartreuse color. And there's something just like so magical about a brand new notebook. So This was the last thing I got. Kind of a naughty purchase because, you know, I don't need any more notebooks. However, I couldn't resist, and I think it's beautiful. So here is our collection of latest book buys. I'm so excited. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read any of these or if you have any recommendations based on this list. So I will leave you all there. We will talk soon. Bye.